Bien le bonjour, on se retrouve pour cet épisode 32 de notre let's play sur Vampire. On est allé au quartier, comme ça s'appelle, le West End, pour aller au club Ascalon pour notre quête principale, mais avant toute chose, on est rentré dans la vieille demeure familiale, parce que j'ai envie déjà de la scavenge, aussi du coup un petit peu de la découvrir, et puis ben, surtout de parler avec les gens de notre famille, dont notre très chère mère. Je sais pas où elle est passée. Ah, maman!
Mother, good evening.
Jonathan! Is it you? Where have you been, my prodigal son?
I'm right here, Mother. I'm finally home.
Yes, but this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and now found. But where is your sister? Where is Mary?
Mary? She is gone, Mother.
I know she's gone. The question is, when will she return as you have? I miss my grandson so much. It's been days since their last visit.
Ah. Mais maman...
Do you need my medical attention, Mother?
I'm all right, son. Don't worry about me.
Have you returned to Whitechapel Cemetery since Mary's funeral?
I never want to go back to that awful place. Wait. I think I went back once. And you were there too. And Mary? No, that can't be true.
It was just a bad dream, Mother.
A nightmare, yes. Mary was so angry. I walked back home alone. If that kind policeman had not called Avery from the station, I don't know what would have happened.
Mother, do you know what's been going on in this area?
Not really. I don't go out much due to the epidemic, and when I do, I tend to get lost.
What do you mean you get
Moi
lost?
aussi, hein.
I hope you don't go outside alone.
Of course not. When I go out, your father always comes with me, but he leaves me there sometimes, and I have trouble finding the way back.
Mais notre papa, il est encore là ou plus trop? Je crois qu'il était plus là. Hein.
Do you need anything, Mother? Can I help you?
I just want you to stay with me, Jonathan. Your room is ready. I asked Avery to make your bed.
I'll stay as long as I can, I promise. Do you need anything else?
Just one thing. Stop staring at me like that. As much as I love you, it breaks my heart to look at those empty and dead eyes.
Merde.
Are you working on a
Je peux
new
voir
painting?
tes yeux?
Not recently. I have trouble focusing on my subject and my mind quickly drifts. It's the same thing when I try to write poetry.
I recently met a talented painter with an excellent technique. I wish you two could meet. I'm sure you'd like her.
I'd be glad to meet her. What is her name? Is she famous? Is she dead too?
She's not famous, and her name is of no importance. And yes, she is also dead.
The important thing is, I hope you two get along. If she ever fancies meeting your mother, I'd be glad to welcome her into my home.
Donc elle sait qu'on est un vampire en fait, ou c'est juste qu'elle est un peu vieille, elle déconne, et puis du coup ça la choque pas plus que ça. Parce que là c'est un peu bizarre.
Why do you say Mary is visiting you, Mother? You know that's impossible.
Why should it be? Are you not standing in front of me right now? Why should it be any different with your sister?
But I'm not dead, Mother. I'm really here, talking to you, trying not to cry.
Oh, it breaks my heart to have to tell you this. But of course you're dead, my darling boy. Just look at you, as pale as my Mary.
Ok.
But Mary really is dead, Mother.
Yes. And are you not dead too? Isn't your father dead? And my grandson, and my son-in-law, you're all gone. But you all still visit me from time to time.
Maman, tu es très bizarre.
Try to rest now.
Goodbye, son. Please come back soon.
Je t'aime, mais tu es chelou. Voilà. Elle a rencontré le majordome. Purée, c'est pimpouzé. Oh là là. Famille Reid a du flouze. Je peux pas... Ah ouais. Oh non, c'est horrible. Oh, j'avais jamais regardé. J'avais jamais vu que ça se vidait quand on dépouillait. Oups. Oups, oups, oups. Bonjour, je te parle après. Voilà. Salut.
Mr. Jonathan, I can't believe my own eyes. Oh, it's a miracle. We all thought you were... Oh, sir, your poor sister. What a tragedy.
I know, Avery. I know about my sister's murder.
Miss Reid expected you to return to assist with the funeral, right up until the last minute. Where have you been, Mr. Jonathan? We needed you here.
How is my mother?
Not well, I'm afraid, sir. Miss Reid is very fragile since the police brought her back home.
The police? What happened?
Miss Reid was found walking in the streets. She kept saying she had spoken with her son and daughter. She's resting now.
Has she received appropriate medical care?
I'm taking care of Miss Reid myself. Hospitals are so overwhelmed by the epidemic that they can only accept patients infected by influenza.
Perhaps we could arrange a short trip. Somewhere sunny, like France. She has always been very fond of France. I think leaving London could do her good.
I'm afraid Miss Reid is too frail for the moment. Recently, she started going out at night without remembering it. I have to watch her carefully.
What is the situation in this part of town?
For a time, the West End seemed spared by the epidemic. But the situation is getting much worse.
Have you no relatives anywhere? I'll understand if you want to take a few days to see family.
Your father managed to guarantee my earnings as long as I take care of this house, sir. My sisters are dead, and I've never met my nephews. I'll stay, sir.
Tellement triste.
I'm sorry I could not be here for Mary's funeral.
Your mother was strong, sir, but your support would have been appreciated. Apart from the priest and I, no one else attended your sister's funeral.
C'est
Present
hardcore.
at the funeral with you both was my dearest wish, Avery. But I'm sorry, I simply could not attend.
I would not dare to question your absence, Mr. Jonathan. All I can say is that we missed you a great deal during these difficult days.
Tell me the truth, Avery. Do you feel forced to stay here? Would you leave this house without the arrangement made by my father?
No, sir. I have nowhere else to go. And I promised your father I'd take care of his family as long as I live.
This house is dead, Avery. There is a curse on this family. You really should consider leaving.
If only you could have been here sooner or more often. Maybe this house would not be that empty. But you're here now, sir. So my task is not over.
J'étais un peu à la guerre, hein, mec. Donc voilà, désolé.
You have served this family extremely well, Avery. Your support during these terrible times is much appreciated.
Then I will stay. All I ask is that you take care of my own funeral if I die before the end of the epidemic. No mass grave, please, sir.
Do you really think I don't take enough care of my mother, Avery?
Yes, I do, Mr. Jonathan.
You clearly have something more to say. Speak your mind, Avery.
I know you work hard to help the sick, but what will you do once the epidemic is over?
C'est une bonne question. Je pense que je vais dire que honnêtement, j'en sais rien.
I really don't know. I have always enjoyed seeing new horizons. Once the epidemic is over, it would be nice to leave London for a while.
I understand, Mr. Jonathan. But you have to realize that your mother needs you. Your next departure could break her heart.
Bon, elle sera morte avant que je parte.
Goodbye,
horrible.
Avery.
Oh.
Please watch over my mother until I return.
Of course, Mr. Jonathan. But please return as soon as possible.
Ok. Juste du coup aller reparler à la maman. Apparemment on avait débloqué un indice. C'est horrible. Je veux dire parce que souvent genre la qualité du son évolue plus on débloque d'indices. On va quand même pas bouffer notre propre mère, c'est horrible.
Hello again, Mother.
Jonathan, back already? Good, good. I was just about to go outside to find you. You shouldn't stay away for so long.
Je suis partie 2 secondes en fait.
Do you think Avery is right? Do you think I should take better care of you?
I don't blame you, but you abandoned me, son. A mother should not survive her children. It's unbearable to know you're not here anymore.
J'ai pas envie de dire que je suis une menace pour vous parce que moi perso non, comme j'ai envie de genre de contenir la bête qui est en nous. Je vous protégerai, ouais c'est un peu héroïque mais je pense pas. Je pense qu'il va arriver une couille. Ça je pense que c'est plus juste.
I wish I could stay here and take care of you, but I don't belong here anymore. My new home is an empty room, as cold as night and as red as blood.
You don't have to apologize to me, Johnny. Do you think I did not notice how much you have changed?
Have I changed that much, Mother? Am I still your son?
You are still, and you'll always be. Despite your pale skin, your bloody eyes and that echoing sadness in your voice.
C'est dingue comme c'est quand même la seule à avoir remarqué tous ces
Goodbye.
trucs en fait.
Try to rest now.
Goodbye, son. Please come back soon.
J'ai l'impression que ça choquait personne d'autre quoi.
Aubrey, I'm not sure visiting Italy is a good idea this time of the year.
Mais alors il est plus là papa, tu sais. Ouais les autres j'aurais me discute avec moi et tout. Hein. Pas les couilles. Si elle a une sale gueule c'est tout, tu sais. Elle s'en rend compte. Ah, petite maman. Bon qu'est-ce qui se passe sur la droite? Je peux... Non, d'accord. Jardin de Temple Church, c'est où ça? Oh, ça a l'air joli, on peut aller. Wow. Mais je pense pas que ce soit le moment. Mais ça a l'air mignon. Et là... Ouais non, c'est pas du tout le bon quartier. Ok, j'irai une autre fois. Dommage. Putain mais cette musique elle m'angoisse quand même à chaque fois. Je vais aller par là. Là c'est pour le quartier où... Ok, donc non. Oh, restaurant. Il a l'air stylé en plus. Oh, ça m'amène où? Est-ce que j'ai fait une grosse bêtise? Oui. Égout de la Tamise. Ah! Non alors. Pour l'instant j'ai pas de quête ni rien. C'est là où sont tous les scales ou bien. Peut-être si je me perds je les trouverai. Alors nope. Oh, tiens donc. Bonjour.
Good evening, miss. Can I help you? I'm a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reid.
I am Karina Billow. I don't need any doctor. The rats. Where are the rats?
Miss, you don't seem well at all. Are you afraid of rats? Has one bitten you?
No, it's me who bites them. Tasty, juicy, disgusting rats. I can't stop eating them. Help me, please. Help me to disobey the voice.
The voice?
Tell me about yourself, Miss Billow. What do you do for a living?
Oh, I'm hungry. I need to eat. Have you got something for me? Blood, perhaps? Can you give me blood, Dr. Reid?
Don't you remember who you are, miss? What you did for work?
I was strong, proud. I campaigned for good causes. But that was before. Before. It does not matter anymore. I'm so hungry.
What happened to you?
The rats. The answer hides in their little crunchy bones. Their juicy, tiny brains.
Miss Billow, please, try to concentrate. Why do you worry about rats so much?
The voice in my head. He forces me to do so. Drink their blood, he said. Eat their flesh.
Do you feel compelled to obey that voice, Miss Billow? Even if you're loath to submit to it?
Yes. Please. Help.
C'est un peu une
Tell
vampire
me
du coup.
about
Bien.
the voice in your head. Who is it? Can you describe it? Is it someone you know? Someone you met?
Keep your mouth shut, he said. Don't ever speak about me, or I'll abandon you. Help me, please, Doctor.
What is the local news hereabouts, Miss Billow?
Shadows. Shadows hunting shadows. Whispers in the dark. Pestilence. Suffering. Death.
I must go now. Goodbye, Miss Billow.
Super, je l'ai vraiment beaucoup aidé en tout cas, bravo. Est-ce qu'il y a des gens malades? Ah. Pour l'instant pas. Il y a bien votre petit quartier là.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Jonathan, is that you?
Oh,
I did not know you were back in London. Oh, my dear Johnny, I'm so sorry for your loss. Mary was such a sweetheart.
Thank you, Venus. May I come in?
I was going to bed, actually.
ah
Forgive
dommage.
me. With the epidemic, I tend to forget people are supposed to sleep at night.
I'll tell you what, come back tomorrow for tea. I'll be glad to see you then.
Dommage. Bon, elle a l'air chou. Comme ça, j'entre où au docks? C'est ça. Rien à scavenge, ok. Je repars. Ah, je me suis coincée. Ça? Je peux pas me TP nul sur un petit balcon. Je me perds vraiment beaucoup trop. Pas du tout. Là, en fait, on n'est pas allé. Comme on n'est pas arrivé depuis ce coin. Comme tout le monde essaye de vendre sa baraque, il y a des panneaux de vente partout. Nice. Parfait. Hop. T'es qui toi? Attends, d'abord je fouille les poubelles, mec. Je viens vers toi après. Et t'as la meuf tarée? Ouais. Hello.
Good evening, sir. May I have your attention, please?
Come on, Johnny. Don't you recognize your oldest friend?
Clarence. Clarence Crossley. How are you? My God. So you survived the war too. So sorry I didn't recognize you at first.
I almost didn't recognize you either. War does that to men, I heard. In my case, it was true, for I witnessed the horror that lies underneath.
Est-ce qu'il est marié du coup à la tarée? Enfin, ou son frère, ou je sais pas.
When did you escape
Comme il a le
the
même
war
nom.
and return to
You know what's funny? I almost never think about the war. Not anymore. I'm involved in another kind of battle now.
I know what you mean. I haven't had much time to think about the war either since my return.
Of course. With the epidemic, I bet you've been busy as well. Forgive me, Johnny, I didn't want to sound selfish.
What is this new battle?
I saw terrible things during the war. Horrors I thought I'd forget. They're here too. They're everywhere. Vampires.
Ok. Ah ouais, donc c'est bien sa meuf.
Venus.
We've spent so
no.
much time away from each other. And so many things have happened.
Donc non, c'est pas la tarée cette femme, c'est celle qui avait leur chou.
But you're alive. You returned in one piece and you have a family. How many soldiers can say the same?
Believe me, it's not quite that simple. Unlike you, I'm not the man I used to be.
Is everything all right at home? Surely Venus was relieved to see you return from France in one piece.
Have you forgot what people are like in this part of town, Johnny? Venus fears for our family reputation. Now her husband has become the village idiot.
Ouais. Trop triste.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
Ah. Est-ce que... T'as une migraine? Bah, je vais te faire un truc pour la migraine. T'inquiète. Alors... Non, ça on avait déjà vu. Il y avait un marchand quelque part, non? Ah oui, alors toi déjà... Oh. Salut Charlotte.
Good evening, miss.
Oh my God, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill me. Please, no. I'm too young to die. I still have so much to offer this world.
Wait, no. Why do you think I would... What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reid. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother taught me long ago how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent young econs. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Charlotte. Tell me about your adoption.
What do you want to know?
Ah ah. Parce que j'osais pas le dire, mais effectivement, elle avait pas forcément l'air d'avoir
Elizabeth
la
Ashbury
même
is
temps
my
que sa
real
mère.
mother. She raised me
Ah,
and
non.
has taken care of me all my life. I have no idea who my progenitors are or were.
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's mansion, but I have my own house now. I have a life to live, you see. And one day, I'll have my death to face.
Bon, puis du coup, ça nous confirme que peut-être que les vampires ne peuvent pas avoir de progéniture, du coup. C'est pour ça qu'elle l'aurait adopté.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End. When I was 10, she adopted me.
and I have lived with her ever since.
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Qu'en, Doctor. And no, I had no idea why my mother only showed up at night. She told me everything when I turned 16, though I suspected the truth for a long time before that.
What do you think about this part of town?
I was raised here, and I suppose it feels like home. You grew up in this part of town too, did you not?
Yes, I was born a few streets away.
A small world, is it not? Did you ever imagine that my mother was your neighbor all that time? That you could have met her in a dark alley at night?
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashbury never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that possibility. Her fangs on your neck. Oh, are you blushing, Dr. Reid?
Non, pas du tout.
Is there something that's bothering you?
Too much selfishness and individualism for my taste. Even when there was no epidemic.
Even if that's partly true, may I remind you that many charitable institutions are financed by the selfish and filthy rich.
I suppose you're right. But society must reform and renew itself, or we are all done for.
What are you doing out here?
You mean, what do I do outside at night, since I am a woman? Let me ask you a question, sir. Would you ask the same question of a man?
Actually, yes. I ask the same question to everyone who dares to go outside at night,
J'avoue.
considering the risks.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right to vote for all women. Why should I wait to the age of 30 years when men can vote at 21?
Are you a suffragette, then? Oh, you really are Elizabeth's girl. Without a doubt.
All adult women have the right to vote in the US, in New Zealand, and in Australia. But women here can't vote unless they are property owners.
No need to convince me, Miss Charlotte. I have shared your opinion for a long time. Even before I met Emmeline Pankhurst.
Really? Oh. Now I see why my mother appreciates you so much. Too bad there aren't more men like you in the vicinity.
How are the locals reacting to your claims?
People here can't wait for a wall to be built to isolate the West End from the rest of town. That's how progressive they are. If this happens, Emily and I will blow it up.
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady. And who is this Emily?
She is my best friend, and a suffragette too. She was supposed to campaign with me tonight, but hasn't turned up.
Have you any reason to be worried about her?
Recently, Emily started to believe in... well, she got interested in vampires. I'm afraid she might be in trouble.
Let me guess. You spoke to her about us, didn't you? Despite your mother's warning. I think I should try to find your friend.
Oh, that would be top-notch.
Top
I can tell you where she
notch.
might have gone. You have my thanks, Dr. Reid. And please, don't tell my mother.
Ouais. Coquine.
What exactly has your mother told you about me?
Your name and profession, obviously. And the mystery about your maker. I'm sorry to hear about what happened to your sister, sir. Mother says it was not your fault.
Does it not scare you to know what I am? What your mother is?
Why should it? My mother is the most compassionate woman. Must I be wary of her, Dr. Reid? Or you?
Of course not. You have nothing to fear from me, or your mother.
Good to know. And don't worry, my mother told me everything I need to know about vampire tricks, their nature as well as features.
Your mother is not like any other vampire I've met.
I believe she thinks the same about you, Dr. Reid.
Mhm. Ooh.
Why do you still hope to become a vampire in spite of your mother's refusal?
It's the immortal aspect of vampires that interests me. The world won't improve unless women take charge. I'm convinced of that.
You're obviously a clever woman with a good education and a brilliant future. But have you thought about the price you'd have to pay? The loneliness, the necessary masquerade.
Is it not true of every high position? To change this world and make it a better place, one needs time on one's side.
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says it's precisely because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret that she chose you?
Of course not. Though I often wonder if she adopted others before me. If so, where are they buried? How was it for them to pass through life with a never-aging mother?
J'avoue que, justement, elle a des couilles, cette meuf. Je l'aime bien.
Tell me, Charlotte, how do you plan to achieve eternal life, since you've obviously given it a lot of thought?
I won't give up. You have no idea how determined I am, sir. I may contract a deadly disease. I may throw myself under a carriage, just to be saved by her sweet kiss.
That's a disturbing answer, young lady. And the worst part of it is, I know you speak the truth.
There are less dangerous ways, Doctor. Instead of throwing myself under a horse like Emily Davison, I could just throw myself into your arms.
Ouais, alors meuf, tu te calmes, hein. Je préfère ta maman. Parce que je l'ai vue en premier, ok? Non mais... Tu es trop jeune, arrête.
Once, Charlotte. This is unworthy of you, of your mother and of myself.
I'm sorry, Dr. Reid. Please forgive me. That was stupid.
Tiens, on la remet à sa place, la coquine là. Ouais. Non, puis non, je peux pas te courtiser alors que je courtise ta maman, ça ne se fait pas.
Your mother has refused to turn you into a vampire. Tell me more about it.
Each time we argue, Mother expresses the same fear. She wants me to remain alive and full of joy, rather than become melancholy and immortal. She claims you can't have one without the other. It's pure selfishness.
It's your mother's choice. As daughters and sons, we have to accept the decisions our parents make for us despite our own wishes.
I love my mother, and have accepted everything from her. Even that she named me Charlotte, when it was not my original name.
Does it bother you?
Sure.
No. Whoever I was when I was born, I am now Charlotte Ashbury. It hurts as much as it makes me proud to know that's the name my mother will read on my tombstone.
Your mother has walked this earth for much longer than you or I. She is wise, and we should not ignore her advice when we disagree with it.
But why shouldn't I be allowed to forge my own experience? There can't be only one righteous way to deal with eternity.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Bon. Et ben voilà, mystère résolu, on sait enfin qui est la fille d'Elisabeth. Hein. Stylée, elle est stylée. Ah, mais t'as la même coupe de cheveux que ta mère là. Tresse à l'envers. Non, toi ça a l'air d'être à l'endroit. Ah, je sais pas, ça me perturbe toujours autant. Bref, mais du coup, stylée cette gaminée, elle a des couilles, je l'aime bien. Bref, en tous les cas, nous, on va s'arrêter là. La prochaine fois, on va continuer d'explorer un petit peu le quartier. On va voir si on peut pas faire cette quête secondaire aussi. Je sais pas où elle est. Ah, ça va, en plus c'est pas très loin. Donc, on pourrait faire ça. On pourrait, oups là, faire des remèdes aussi pour sauver les gens de ce bled. Et puis ensuite faire cette quête. Je sais, je la pousse toujours, hein, cette quête principale, mais voilà. En plus, j'ai un peu peur de me faire martyriser par tous ces vampires, je vous l'avoue. Bref, en tout cas, j'espère que ça vous aura plu, comme d'habitude. Et puis, d'ici là, je vous dis ciao ciao!